Hey, it's Jeremy, grateful recovering addict and believer in Jesus Christ. Today is Monday, May the 2nd, 2022. Glad to be back and able to continue our daily devotionals together. Today's going to be a little different. When my alert went off this morning for my daily devotion, there wasn't a devotion there. It said to pretty much just pick a song of worship or anything that emotionally you can connect to and kind of tell what it means to you or why it tugs at you. But for me, I chose a song by Micah Tyler, Different. I think it's a little older song, but man, this song really gets to my heart, and mainly its title says it all, right? Different. I can tell you as a recovering addict, and probably just the definition of a sinner, different is what I 100% strive to be. And it's not an easy thing to be. It's not an easy thing to be different in my current situation. And I'm not going to get into much detail for that, but I'm divorcing once again. The first divorce ended a 14-year marriage, and looks like don't look like the second one's going to end about a year and a half marriage, and I'm not going to dive into the details of the current situation because this just isn't the platform to do it. Just ain't the time and place to do it. If you have any questions, you're welcome to email me or whatever, and I'll be glad to share with you anything you need to know that can give you hope that no matter what you're going through, God will get you through. Like I say, this ain't the time or place to get into he said, she said, and I don't want anything twisted or construed as me pointing the finger or any of that. So we're just going to leave that alone. But I finally, doesn't matter how you get there, right? It doesn't matter. Some people have to be, some people work their way up the ladder, and some people have to be pushed up the ladder, and some people's fine standing at the bottom just holding the ladder, right? I've had people, luckily in my past, that have tried their best to push me up the ladder of faith, and I fought it and fought it and fought it and ignored it, and finally I made the decision to get my life back on track, not only physically but mentally and everything. I bowed down to God and just finally asked Him for the strength and for forgiveness and strength, and in this current storm that I'm in, He has helped me tremendously. I know He has my back. He's my anchor in any storm. He's bigger than my addiction. He's bigger than my want to be wanted, because that's a big thing for me. Like I don't want to be needed. Anybody can be needed, but I want to be wanted. But that's one of my character flaws and issues. He's working in my life in such a positive way, and He's given me what peace I can handle. He's shown me that just because it seems like, or I feel like, that I'm incapable of keeping someone happy, that He loves me, and I can do anything with Him in the driver's seat. I'm not a failure. My past doesn't define me. I am worthy. He's provided me with the tools that I need, not just to live life, but right. Nobody wants to just live life. He's provided me with the tools that I need to excel in life. when things get hard, I don't turn to addiction now. I don't turn to my family. I don't turn to my kids. I turn to the one that's always been there for me, and the first one I gave my heart and soul to. He will never fail me. I turn to God. Through Him, I'm able to be of importance. And I know what it's like to live without putting Him first, and nobody wins. And like I say, this is just a brief, vague story of where I'm at and why I strive to be different in such a way like the song sings about. He starts the song by talking about praying to God about not to change all these bad things, not to change any of these situations, not to change these people, but for God to change him. Just for him to change him and be able to handle all of these things. And that's what I'm asking from God. Please, Lord, don't change everything around me, but change me to where I can handle all these things around me. I don't want to hear anymore. Teach me to listen. I don't want to hear all the bad things, Lord. Just teach me to be still, cut the noise out, and just listen to you, Lord. I don't want to see all these bad things going on around me. I just want God's vision for me. I want His vision for my life. And that He'll take my heart it's obviously been broken and abused and used, but I want Him to set it apart, to operate for His will for my life. I don't have to recognize the man in the mirror. I don't want to recognize the man in the mirror. I don't want people to look at me and see Jeremy. I want them to see him. And I'm not willing to trade God's plan for what's comfortable, right? Because what's comfortable keeps getting me where I'm at, right? I'm not gonna waste another day trying to fit this mold of desperation. I can't stay the same. Like I said, look at where it's left me once again. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna be changed till all of Jeremy's gone and all of the Lord remains. I want the world to see a fire in me. The potential instead of the failure. I'm breaking the pattern. I've lost more worldly things than I will ever gain again, but I will not lose myself trying to gain things that I can't take with me. I'm Jeremy. I'm far from perfect, but Jesus on that cross, He says I'm worth it. So take this beating in my heart, Lord, and finish what you started. I will continue to honor Him. I don't want them to see Jeremy. I don't want my ex-wives to see Jeremy. I don't want my kids to see Daddy. I don't want my mom and dad to see their son, or my brother to see his brother. When everyone sees me, I want them to see God and the work that He's doing in my life. And that's the end of the devotional. I'm almost in tears because I'm so grateful that we have a God that doesn't lie. He doesn't make mistakes. He can use a sinner like me. I'm forever grateful. I hope and pray that you'll listen to this song, and I hope it touches your heart like it has mine. And just be different. God bless. Have a great day, and just thank you so much for listening and for the support.
I wrote the song different a few years ago, but I feel like the Lord is teaching it to me in a whole new way right now. A few months ago, we found out that my grandmother has blood cancer. And as hard as it's been to watch her lose her hair as she takes her treatments, her faith has remained intact. A few weeks later, Hurricane Harvey came for my hometown, and in 2 days, poured 44 inches of rain on my house. As we're in the process of replacing flooring and releveling our foundation, we keep waiting on things to get back to normal. And then, just a few weeks ago, we found out that my little brother Daniel has stage 4 colon cancer. After the shock and the tears, my family is preparing to fight by his side as he gets ready to start chemo. And in the midst of all this, the prayer that I kept saying was, Jesus, can you just change these things? Can you stop the cancer? Can you stop the storms? But he's chosen not to stop these things just yet. And I'm finding out that sometimes the best question is not, Jesus, can you change these things around me? But instead, God, can you change me so that I can handle the things that you're walking me through? So I keep singing and praying and believing the words of this song, because I know that he is changing me. And that is making all the difference. I don't want to hear anymore. Teach me to listen. I don't want to see anymore. Give me a vision that you could move this heart to be set apart. I don't need to recognize the man in the mirror, 'cause I don't want to trade your plans for something familiar. I can't waste a day, 'cause I can't stay the same. I wanna be different, I wanna be changed, till all of me's gone, and all that remains is a fire so bright, the whole world can see that there's something different, so come and be different in me. I don't want to spend my life stuck in a pattern, and I don't want to gain this world but lose what matters. And so I'm giving up everything, because I want to be different. I want to be changed till all of me is gone, and all that remains is a fire so bright the whole world can see that there's something different, so come and be different.